Hello, fellow grade 11s. I'm back again. Now, what we are going to be looking at today, we are going to be examining what is your area rule, right? Now, isn't it that previously you have learned that finding an area of your triangle, it was if you seek to find an area of a triangle, what you used to do basically is you used to use the area formula, which was area is equals to half base multiplied by height. And this is not just any height, but this is a perpendicular height, right? Now, this was because now in most cases, let's say now if you are given a triangle that is a right angled triangle, right? So we usually used to use the formula of area, which is equals to half base multiplied by height, right? Similarly, now let's say you are given a shape like this. Now let's say you are given a shape that is almost like this one, right? Even in this case, you are still in a position to use your area of a triangle, which is half base multiplied by perpendicular height. Because if let's say this is your A, B, C, D, right? You can consider now your what you used to consider your AD as your height, isn't it so? This your AD was your height, right? Even if now let's say you are given a triangle like this one, let me draw it nicely there. So let's say you are given a triangle like this. Cases where you are given a triangle like this, right? So we usually are used to, provide you, or rather to construct what we call your perpendicular height, right? Whereby this is going to be your height of H. So therefore, you then going to use this as your height. Out again. And surely you can realize that all of this, we used to use this area of a triangle, which was half base multiplied by perpendicular heights, because we had this, which was your perpendicular height, this one, right? And this 90 degrees, which indicate that this is your perpendicular height, right? Similarly, here you had this as your perpendicular height, and similarly here, you had this as your perpendicular height, right? So that's the reason why we used to use the area formula, which was half base multiplied by height, right? But now, what happens now when you are given the problems that requires you to calculate the area of your triangle, but the shape that you are given, it is not a right angled triangle, right? Now let's see in terms of what do we then do when we are given such a shape. If you are given a shape that is not a right angled triangle, now for you to calculate the area of that, now you are going to apply the area rule, right? Now let me firstly give you the conditions of an area rule. The first condition is for you to be in a position to use an area rule. If let's say you want to calculate the area, you need to have what? You need to have the two sides. You need to have two sides and an enclosed angle, right? An enclosed angle, right? What does that mean? Let's say now you want to calculate the area of this triangle A, B, and C. What is it that you're going to do? Now you need to have it. Let's say you want to calculate the area of this triangle. What you need to have here is that you need to have this side. Let's say you need to have this side here, which is your side C, your side B here, and also an angle, right? So that's what we mean when we said we are saying the two sides and an enclosed angle, which means you must always be in a position that you have the side here, and the angle in between for you to use the area rule, right? Now, let's say in this case, you are given that this is your B, this is your C, and you have your angle A, right? So which means the formula for your area of triangle ABC is then going to be what? It is going to be half multiply by your B multiplied by your C sine of A. Out to get. Now that's when you are given the area of triangle ABC, or rather when you are given that you have side B and also side C. Out again. Now let's say you are given here that now they give you that you have this, which is you have your B and you have your side A here and your angle C, which means the formula for you that you are going to use to calculate that one, it is going to be what? The area is still going to be 1 over 2 multiplied by what? Multiplied by your A, multiplied by your B, sine of what? Sine of C. How to get? Or in this case, let's say now you are given that you have your angle B, right? And you are given that you have your side what? You have your side C and you have your side A, right? So which means the area rule there or formula, it's going to be half base multiply, or it's going to be half A multiply by your what? Your C sine of what? Sine of B. How to get? Now, this is going to be the formula that you are going to use, right? So therefore, what I'm stressing is you need to have what? You need to have the two sides, right? And an enclosed angle so that you can be in a position to apply the area rule, right? Now, let's get some problems and see in terms of what can we do. Now, let's look at number one. So you are given these three questions, right? Now they say number one, triangle ABC, triangle ABC, triangle ABC with BC, which is 5 centimeters, which is 5.4 meters, AC, which is 6.2 meters, and your angle C, which is 42 degrees, right? Now, what is important is you need to firstly draw this particular shape so that you can be in a position to understand what they require you to calculate, right? So now what we are going to do here is we are going to start by drawing this. So now let's just try and draw this triangle and see in terms of what is this going to be. Now, surely this is going to be a triangle that is almost like this, right? Now, where this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C, isn't it so? And what you are given, look, firstly, BC, they say what you are given as BC, it's 5.4 meters, right? And then what you are given as AC is 6.2 meters. And what you are given, they also say now your angle C, which means it's this angle, it's going to be what? It is going to be 42 degrees. And now after this one, they want you to calculate what? They want you to find the area of the triangle given. So what is it that you are going to do now from here? Now we are going to say, look, what is going to be our formula for A? Before we check our formula for A, we need to check the criteria. Now remember we said now the criteria for calculating the area, you must have the side, and the enclosed angle or the angle in between. And indeed, this question meets that particular criteria. So therefore, you're going to now formulate the formula. So this is going to be the area of triangle ABC, which is going to be equals to what? Look, this time around, this is going to be same as what? Now, if this this angle here is your angle A, so which means the correspondence opposite side is going to be side A, right? And if this angle is angle B, the correspondence side is going to be B, isn't it so? So therefore, which means our formula that we are going to have here, it is going to be what? It is going to be area, which is equals to 1 over 2. What is this side? It is multiplied by A, which is this A, and multiplied by B, which is that particular B. Sine of what? Sine of the angle that you are given, which is sine what? Sine C. Out again. So then now you're going to come here and substitute what you are given. What you are given is this is going to be 1 over 2 multiplied by what is going to be this one? Your A, you are given that it's 5.4, isn't it so? Multiplied by what is going to be this one? Your B, you are given that this is 6.2 sine of 42 degrees, isn't it so? Then therefore, what is going to be the answer that you're going to get if you punch in your calculator? This is going to be 11.2 what meter squared, right? Remember, every time when you are looking for your area, you need to ensure that this particular answer is going to be in squared. Are we together? Or the unit, it's always in squared. Isn't it so? Now, then let's continue and see what is it that we're going to have. Now, let's look at our number B. What is it that you are given here? Look, they say you need to find the area again. The question is still under finding the area, right? Now, before we find the area, we need to ensure that B meets the criteria that of us calculating the area of this particular triangle. So, which means in this case, we need to find the area of triangle DEF. But now let's start here. For us to find that, we need to what? Remember, we said the condition for us to calculate any area of any particular triangle that is not a right angle triangle, your area is always going to be what? It must be what? You must have the two sides and then what? And an enclosed angle, right? So now, do you have the two sides and an enclosed angle? No, because look, you only have this angle here. You don't have this side and you only have this side, right? Similarly, here you have this side, but you don't have this side, right? So now, what is best that you can do here? What is best that you can do here probably is you can start by either calculating what is your angle, right? Now you can either use your sine rule or your cosine rule to calculate any of these angles, right? So that you can calculate this. Look, now what we can do now, in this case, we can check, is there a possibility that we can use a sine rule? Yes, look, if you can check here, you have a complete pair. You have a complete pair, which means when I say a complete pair, you have an angle and the side that is opposite. And here for your F, look, you have this side here and you can now use what? You can use angle F, isn't it so? So which means you can start by trying to calculate what is going to be your angle F first, then you are then going to calculate what is your angle E. Now, when you've calculated angle E, then you can use your area rule. Isn't it so? Now then, let's go. Let's see. Now, which means you're going to start by calculating your sine of angle F, right? Then if you've calculated your angle F, now this is going to be your sine of angle F over your F, right? And remember the small f, it is the side that is opposite, which means it's going to be this one. And remember this because this side here, it is your small d, and this side here is going to be your small e, isn't it so? So this is going to be equals to which side that is consist of a complete pair, it is d. So this is going to be sine of d over your what? Over your d, right? And now after this, what is it that you are going to do? Now what you are going to do here, this is going to be sine of f over what is your f here that you are given. Your f, you are given that it is 5, which is going to be equals to sine of what is your angle d. Now this is 28 degrees over what is your side d. Your side d, you are given that this is 6, right? So which means actually your sine of angle F is going to be given by what? This is going to be given by 5 sine 28 degrees over your 6, right? So which means then now your angle F, therefore is going to be given by what? It is going to be 23.03 degrees, right? So which means this angle here is 23.03 degrees. Now that you found this particular angle, now you can continue now to calculate what? Now you can use sum of angles in a triangle to calculate what is your angle E, and then because in angle E you have the side here, you have the side here, then you can be in a position to calculate the area now, right? So then now let's continue. Now what we are then going to use here, we are going to say, look, now your angle E, for you to find what is going to be your angle E, you are going to use the sum of angles in a triangle, right? So which means your angle E is going to be given by what? 180 degrees subtract this angle that you already had, which was 28 degrees, plus the other one which you've just calculated, which is 23 0.03 degrees, right? So therefore, and the reason for this is because of sum of angles. This is sum of angles in a triangle, right? Then therefore, which means your angle E in this case, what is going to be your angle E? Your angle E is going to be given by 128.97 degrees. So which means this angle here, your angle E, let's write it with a nicer color now. Your angle E here, it is going to be what? It is going to be 128 degrees, comma what? Comma 97 degrees, right? Now that you have all of this, now let's make up some space to now calculate what is going to be the area of this triangle. Now, what is it that you are going to use, or which formula are we going to use? Look, now you have your side D, you have your side F, and the enclosed angle E. Then therefore, this now meets this criteria of your area, then you can calculate your area. Now, what is going to be the formula? The formula is going to be this side. It is going to be half this side, which is your side what? This is side D, multiply the side here, which is your side F, multiply by what? Multiply by sine of your angle E, because that's what you have, right? Isn't it that you already have this part, you have this part, and an enclosed angle, right? So therefore, let's write it in here. This is going to be this D, which is going to be multiplied by, this is half, multiplied by your D. What is your D? It was 6 centimeters multiplied by your 5 centimeters multiplied by sine of 128.97 degrees. Are we together? And now that you have that, now you are going to then calculate in terms of what is going to be your area. So if you punch this thing in your calculator, the area that you're going to find, this is going to be 11.66 centimeter. And remember that the area is always measured in square, right? Now, therefore, this is going to be the answer that you're going to get for your area. Now, let's look at this one and let's look at it carefully. So now in number C, now they say you are given triangle GHJ. Now let's try and construct that particular triangle, right? This is triangle GHJ, right? Let's write this nicely. This is going to be a GHJ, right? Right? This is triangle GHJ, right? So which means this is going to be your G, this is going to be your H, and let's say this is your J, right? This is the triangle that you're given. Now, what you are given, they say now GH, your GH is given by what? 7.2 units, right? So we are labeling it. Now, your HJ, you are given by 5.3 units, right? So we come and we label. And now your GJ, it's given by what? 6.1 units, right? Yeah, now we have this now. Let's see in terms of what is it that we can do from here. Now, for us to calculate the area of this triangle, right? So which means now, because you have all the enclosed side, you can use you can calculate any angle here using your cosine rule. Remember, because for you to calculate any angle for cosine rule, you just need to have all the sides, right? Now, let's say we have this one, the first side, which is G, right? Let's say we want to calculate what is going to be your angle G first. Right now, so what is going to be the formula for angle G? Remember that for cosine rule, this is going to be cos of what? Cos of G, which is equals to this is going to be the side here. Remember this side here, it is your side H, and which other side that you are going to be given, this is your side J, and this is going to be your side G, isn't it so? So which means the formula here is going to be H squared plus J squared subtract G squared over 2 HJ, isn't it so? Then now, which means your cos of G is going to be given by what? It is going to be given by 6.1 squared plus 7.2 squared subtract 5.3 squared over this, which is 2 multiplied by 6.1 and the other one is 7.2. Isn't it so? Therefore, if you punch this in a calculator, then you calculate what is your cos of G, or rather your angle G. It is going to be given by what? This is going to be 46.05 degrees, right? Now that is going to be what you are having, isn't it so? Now look, now that we have this angle, which is 46.1.05 degrees, now what is it that we can do? Now we already have at least the angle here. Look, now you already have the angle here, and you have this particular side, right? You have this particular side and you have this particular side here, right? So which means now you can use your area rule, right? Now let's attempt it now. So which means, let's write it here. Your area of your triangle GHJ, now it is going to be given by what? It is going to be half multiplied by, what is the side that you're given here? It's J. What is the side that you're given here? It's H, right? So which means it's going to multiply by J multiplied by H, sine of what? Sine of G, because it is the angle of G that we've calculated, right? Then after here, this is going to be 1 over 2 into 7.2 multiplied by what? 6.1, isn't it so? Sine of, what is the sine of this? The sine of that, it's 46.05 degrees, right? So therefore, what is going to be the area after you've punched this in your calculator? It is going to be 15.8 units squared, right? So this is going to be now your final answer. Are we together? But now, could people please make sure that before you attempt this, you at least know what is your sine rule and your cosine rule, because we have used them to, find our area. So please be in a position that you are able to calculate those two before you calculate this one. Thank you very much.